Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary and Director, for being here. I had a quick question about new construction projects for school districts that are going through the Plan Con process. Are those plans ever reviewed by the state for safety, looking at the design or making suggestions to the school district, reviewing the engineering part of the building?
We do look at those plans for safety, and we do make recommendations as to what would be a better safety procedures for school districts.
And do they oftentimes take your suggestions?
Sometimes they do.
They sometimes do. Okay, thank you.
Let me, if I could, I think everybody is concerned about this as an issue. The question is how we best construct our buildings in a way that make them less vulnerable to outside threat. I can't tell you how many schools like you, I'm sure, in your districts, the schools that you visit in your district, there hasn't been one time, well, I shouldn't say that, there's been maybe one time that I've had to walk into a school and not go to a central sign-in, and I actually, knowing that I'm coming to the school, I've actually signed in just about every single time that I've gone into a public school in Pennsylvania. So the school design has greatly improved. If you look at the newer construction in the last 5 to 8 years, I think everyone takes those into consideration, and it's not that much that difficult a conversation to have. The difficulty lies in our older buildings that we have to look at, particularly as it relates to rehab. And to balance that, aesthetically, we certainly don't want to make the buildings appear to be a fortress. We have to make that combination of safety, and our architects and our planners do a great job at doing that.
Just a quick call. Thank you very much for those comments, because I think on the front end, I mean, we can save a lot of money. Obviously, it's going to be more expensive to retrofit some older buildings, but there are some things we can do at the outset to save a lot of money. A lot of those are field of vision, points of entry, and things like that aren't going to cost a lot of money, but just to keep them in mind in the beginning of the construction project, I think is a good way to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, I just want to chime in one thing. There is a team that works out of the Office of Homeland Security, the Governor's Office, and it's the Risk Vulnerability Assessment Team, and they do all the buildings in the Commonwealth, and they do provide information also after they do an assessment of a school building. And a lot of the schools will take that advice and move forward with it.
Thank you.